Good morning, good people of the world. This is what we're dealing with. 6.5, 7 feet of water. The temps are dropping every week. I don't know what is wrong with this weather. 3 weeks ago, on April 15th, the water temp here was already 65, 66 in the morning. And in the next 3 weeks, has been dropping like an average of degree. 62 feet on the surface today, 63.5 deeper. But folks, I believe I just saw the first bed over here. It ain't much, about 15 to 18 holes. But I also saw like just a couple holes over there, just a couple holes over there. They are starting to come. What I think is happening, folks, is the fish bellies are full of eggs. Let me dip my line in water so the second cast at least is nicer. The bellies are full of water, folks, and the water temps are not where the fish would ideally want them. That was the first bite. But the clock is ticking, folks. They need to deposit them eggs somewhere. The clock is ticking, and eventually they will come, I believe, in May. If by May the water temps are not hit, have not hit what the fish need, they will come and deposit, even if it's 58. They gotta drop them eggs somewhere. We're fishing the BG1 with the poop color trout magnet. I'm sorry for my terminology, but tell me that's not poop color. If it's not, I want to know what the hell you're pooping. But that's not my preferred color. But last time I was fishing, I used up all of my bison. Let's see what's in this bed, folks. This is not a big fish. This is not a big fish. But yeah, I used up all my bison last time. So I switched to this color. Folks, tell me that this is not a gorgeous fish. I said it's not a big fish because I've been catching giants. I don't know what videos you've seen so far, but I've been catching giants this year. This is already a 7-inch red breast. Look at the mouth of this fish. Look at the mouth. These fish have such a big mouth. They can take any jig, folks, even a bass jig. I wish we had more red breast. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Let's put him back. And let's hope that there is something bigger over there. Because this one, not gonna lie to you, did not put up much of a fight. There is another one. Number 2. I gotta tell you, I made 5 or 6 casts without a bite. I think I'm really far from the bed. But that's okay. I can always scoot over another 10 feet. Yeah, folks, that's another red breast. It's another gorgeous red breast. But my gosh, why are you so small? I had different expectations. I mean, they're gorgeous fish. If I had a pond and one day, when I get rich, I don't know, this life, it's getting late to get rich in this life. But if I got rich, there is a better fish, folks. Okay, I think I see where the bed is. You know, I don't know if my side imaging has like a huge lag or something. Let me know what your experience is. Like, I'm driving over the bed and there are good markers. So I say, okay, the bed is from here to here, because you can tell, okay, that's the edge of the thing. And then ends up the bed is not there where I thought it was based on the side imaging. The side imaging is for me always off by 5 or 10 feet. I don't know why. Maybe there is a huge lag in processing. I have the very first Hummingbird generation one. It's 10 years old by now. But I can see the bed's just fine, and I don't use it for anything else. Another pretty redbreast. This one fought better. Also, these fish are not very thick. I don't know if they have done their business already. I would expect them to be a little bit thicker, even the males. But okay, I think the bed is over there, a little further away. That was a good bite. There he is. Yep. The bed is not exactly where side imaging told me it was. I mean, I know how side imaging works. I know where the transducer is. I know in which direction it's shooting. I get that, believe me, but it's still off by some good 10 feet. It takes a while. It takes a while to find the bed. Once I drop the talon. Beautiful fish. It kind of no belly. Why no belly? I still have not found a single big daddy. So I thought there is a bed all the way there, but that doesn't seem to be one. Okay, this one was outside of the bed unless he followed it a long way, but most likely we have an intruder, folks. Most likely just an intruder. What are you doing there, huh? You trying to steal them baby redbreasts from the mamas and papas? Huh? Are you a largemouth or are you one of them Alabama bass? Oh, that's a largemouth. He's got the black eyes. He's got the black eyes. I was catching them demons last time under the dam. They were all with these orange lights, orange eyes, looking like the headlights of these old Jeeps. Yeah, well, this hook did not penetrate. I don't have enough power to penetrate the mouth, but as long as I have good pressure, it's just hanging in there, literally sticking to the, that's literally what's happening, because it's kind of bony here. Now if I have even 3-pound line and I jack the hook pretty good, I'm gonna penetrate it. Sometimes even with this rod I penetrate it. But I mean, this is a super ultralight. It is a true super ultralight. This is a soft rod, folks, and I'm using funny lines. And I am afraid to jack the fish when I feel the bite. But this guy was definitely trying to mess with the redbreast beds. Yep, the bed is definitely more in the middle. Gotta tell you, so far my opinion of these redbreasts is they are gentle souls. They fight very gently. Very gently. I gotta tell you, them bluegills I was catching in April, in the first 3 seconds would just tear your drag up. They were just like you caught a skipjack or something. Even the bite is kind of gentle. Look, very gentle. Very gentle. Where's my 10-incher? Where is my 10-incher? I'm bolt flipping these fish, but they are not worth measuring. Like, I think they're 7.5, maybe 8. Maybe 8. But nothing even 9. Go back, Papa. There he is. There he is. Very gentle bite. Very gentle fight and bite. These are gentle fish. Interesting, with such huge mouth. They should be bigger than bluegill. Because they can eat anything they want. Yep. Man, bed fishing is so awesome. Oh, this is a little guy. What happened, little buddy? What happened, little buddy? Still, folks, look. I say little. Last year I would have loved him. This year I was just blessed with, I don't know, some incredible luck. There he goes. Folks, we've got 3, 4, 5 casts without a fish. I was thinking about switching to the float. The float will always scrape a few extra fish from a bed after you are completely done with twitching the trout magnet. But when you're all done with the bed twitching a trout magnet, I'm gonna come with the float and I'm gonna scrape a few extra fish that you couldn't catch because they were not aggressive enough. They were not willing to chase, and I'm gonna dangle it right on top of their nose. And I'm still gonna twitch it, but it's different. It's much slower, and the twitch is different. It's like you're twitching, but you're like dancing on one spot. You cannot replicate this without a float. Cannot. But the reason I don't start with a float, and sometimes I even start with a float, but there is a magic, folks, in twitching. I don't know how to describe it, but especially when you have these nice polyester lines, when you feel the tap in your hand, you don't even see, you don't get visual warning. When you feel the tap in your hand and I just gently with the tip, I set the hook, but with the smallest possible jacking of the rod. Because if I'm wrong and I don't have fish, I don't want to take the jig like 15 feet away from the red zone, you know what I mean? Even if I'm wrong, I merely moved the jig only like 1 foot away. So yeah, I don't know how many fish did I catch out of this bed. I'm sure somebody will come after me and keep them all. These meat hunters here. Alright folks, I moved another 10 feet over. I try to get really close to the yellow pipe over there. Can't get any more fish from this bed, and I think I caught just about as many fish as holes I counted. So there's not much left to pick up here. We're gonna give it a shot before we move on. Also, I mean, this is my first bed and it's a big lake, right? So I don't want to spend all my day here trying to pick every last fish out of this bed. Well, this one ate the larva Z. He ate it deep. It's still kind of superficial. There was no good penetration. There was no good penetration because, I mean, I don't yank very hard on these fish. But yeah, maybe we catch 2 or 3 more out of here. And just my estimates are that after that there is diminishing returns. Now, if there was nothing else on this lake that I found today, I could stay and just challenge myself, try to catch every one of them. But it's still 9 in the morning. I haven't scanned anything yet. I haven't scanned anything. Is this a... If this is a yellow breast, we might have something worth measurement. Even this one I feel is heavier, but they are gentle fighters. They are gentle fighters. Yeah, that's the biggest of today. Let's bump this one. Look. I mean, it's just a gorgeous... Tell me this is not beautiful, folks. Larva Z. You know the larva Z 2 fish, and both of them deep in the throat. I caught 15 with the poop color trout magnet. Not one of them was deep in the throat. Larva Z, both of them deep in the throat. I don't know what you know about statistics. 2 is not a large sample, but 15 is kind of large sample. You can use 15 degrees of freedom to calculate the probability of this statistical sample representing the larger population. But I think there is something different. That is a 9-inch. God damn it. That is a 9-inch. Exactly 9-inch. Okay, you're gonna have to take my word for it. Yeah, I think they're perceiving the larva Z and the poop color trout magnet slightly differently. Also, the larva Z, because it's buoyant, believe it or not, I'm fishing it a little bit like a Ned rig, because I can leave it on the bottom for a second or two, because the body will pop up. The head will be on the bottom, but the body will pop, and a nearby redbreast, which I believe feeds from the bottom anyway, can come and slurp it. Now, if they suck hard enough, they can slurp a trout magnet from the bottom too, but it's different if it's sitting completely on the bottom, and if it's sticking a little bit, it's just easier to eat. I don't know. I do recommend larva Z. Once you cut the eyes off, becomes a good lure, especially if you're fishing for like a shell cracker and a redbreast, like fish with bigger mouth that don't eat the tail, because as much as Zeman likes to tell you that their lures are durable, this particular one is not durable. The larva Z, they will bite the tails off. I can confirm that. They will bite the tails off. The larva Z. See, I leave it on the bottom for a couple of seconds from time to time. Not all the time, because I'm too impatient. If I'm not getting nips, I want to reel up and cast slightly to the right, slightly to the left. Battery died during the retrieve. Of course, I'm having strange equipment issues lately. I had 2 full years without a single equipment issue. But I gotta show you this beauty. Not quite 9. It looks heavier than the previous fish, but it's like 8 3/4, not quite 9 inches, but fought better and looks thicker somehow. But also 3 out of 3 ate the Zeman deep. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to hook fish in the throat. But my just point is, there is definitely difference in the way they perceive the Zeman and they perceive the trout magnet. I feel that they're just nipping the trout magnet to kill it, and I feel that they are swallowing the Zeman to eat it. That's what I feel. Sometimes I have feelings like this. But I'm sure there is more beds, so we gotta go and scan, so we catch one more fish out of here, firm. One more fish, and we are out. I believe I tagged these fish properly, so they will be cautious when the meat hunters come. When the meat hunters come and try to get them, hopefully they are more cautious and don't want to eat. This is the last fish of this video. Not the last fish of the day, I promise you that. We're gonna call this video, folks, look, every fish I caught on the Zeman, swallowed it deep. Every fish I caught on the trout magnet poop color was nipped perfectly in the corner of the mouth. I didn't harm any fish today, I promise you. If I did, I will tell you. I mean, if one of these fish died, but they didn't really penetrate the gills or something like that. It's just grabbing and sticking. This fish is not harmed. So yeah, I think there's something going on with Zeman versus trout magnet. I'm gonna keep experimenting today. I think the Zeman is more realistic, and they are trying to eat it versus they're trying to just kill the poop color trout. They just want to kill it. They just nip it to kill it. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. But this video will be called First Blood out of Nickajack. That's what I'm calling this video, First Blood, because you don't know, I've talked to Randy a few times, very disappointed. I keep driving and driving and driving all of April and nothing. Just nothing, folks. Not a bed, sometimes not a nip. The only way to save the day here is go for black bass in April. So thank you for checking my first ever red breast bed out of Tennessee. And I will see you soon. Bye bye, folks.